Hey you, welcome to I Just Watched. I'm Joseph, and we're talking my 10 most anticipated movies of 2013. So, there's a lot of movies coming out this year. I gotta do the whole little quick disclaimer. I didn't include any DC movies that I would have been excited for. With all these changes coming up, apparently nothing matters, so I don't understand why these movies are still coming out. If he's canceling everything but the Flash, and they're gonna get rid of everyone but the Flash. Ezra's apparently staying, but everyone gotta. I don't know what's going on. So movies I would have been extremely excited for that would have made this list, I'd toss them to the wind because there's no point if they don't matter if they're just gonna be there to try to make money to salvage something until they do whatever the fuck they're planning. That being said, number 10, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. I'm partially excited because I know this is the end of these Guardians. They started out really good. 2 is also really good, but I dislike the path they chose to take with Drax. And I mean, even Bautista said he doesn't want to play this idiotic character. Well, I don't think he said idiotic, maybe dumb or foolish or something along those lines. The Thesaurus style. But they started out well. Drax, yes, is this fearful, powerful character, and he just turned into this joke. And that's whack. And they did it with a bunch of things involving these characters. So I'm kind of excited for it to end, hopefully end on a good note. And I'm still excited for it because this movie looks so sad, so emotional, and we know it's a rocket heavy movie. He's the only Guardian to not be dead at some point. He's the only one to not have a story driven or be the driving force of a story, excuse me. So I'm excited for that. Number 9, Scream 6. This one's on here, but it's dangling. It's on here because if they bring back Homegirl, Sydney, which they fucking should. If they're gonna move on without her, you kill her on screen with respect, damn it. That is how you do that. But if they want to move forward without Campbell, this movie is going to be trash from the jump, god awful basura. I do think she's going to be in it in some surprising way because it's in New York. And in 5, it looks like she lives in New York. So I'm thinking something's going to happen. She's going to get got in New York where she lives. And that's going to drive them to go there for a funeral, for whatever. Thus, commence the movie. I'm a Ghostface lover. That's my dude. I love those characters. I love the movies. So yeah, I'm excited for it. You know, I don't know if this is the end or just the end of the originals pushing forward. Number 8, Ghostbusters Afterlife 2. Ghostbusters Afterlife was a great third movie to the franchise. I liked the way they did it. I thought it was very smart, the way they paid homage and respect to the originals, the way they even paid respect to Egon and his family, and the way they developed the characters even further. And now, from what I read online, we're going back to New York in the classic fire station. So I'm intrigued to see where it goes. I think the sequel, well, technically the third one, set up a good premise and gave us good footing to go forward. So I'm intrigued. I'm excited. I think a good thing they could do for Ghostbusters Afterlife 2 is recruit. Have the originals recruit new Ghostbusters. I would probably make Paul Rudd one of them because he was already there and survived the whole situation. And you can have Egon's granddaughter be one of your people who helps you with technology, and you kind of make it a team thing, but the characters know, okay, we're older now. We can't be out in the field. She's too young. She can't be out in the field. Recruit Ghostbusters and then go about it that way. I think that'd be a good story. I think it would be fun to see that dynamic. Number 7, John Wick Chapter 4. I love these movies. I'm also kind of ready to see the resolution here. The first one, I mean, is perfect. It's beautiful. It started all this. The action scenes are great. The character's great. I love the story and everything that's built around it. I know there's supposed to be a spin-off like the ballerina or something like that with Ana de Armas. And she came out and said that her and John are supposed to have some kind of fight at some point. Intrigued to see where this goes. We know Chapter 4 is not the last one. They said they're doing Chapter 5 and that's supposed to be the end. So I'm intrigued. I'm excited to see how we further develop this story, how we further build this world, because they did some deep diving and I've loved it so far. Number 6, Dungeons and Dragons, Honor Among Thieves. I love the game. I love the concept behind the game. And I mean, it's only the one trailer, but the trailer just seems fun. It seems intriguing. It's captivated me. Like, I love the little loot jump at the end, the owl bear. Like, I like the way they're developing the characters and just the trailer. You know, everyone has their specific role, like the game, and it's gonna push forward to see how they fix a situation they help create. So I'm intrigued. It looks funny. It looks like it's gonna have some fun action sequences. I love me some medieval dungeon dragon fantasy shit. So I'm in to begin with. And I don't know, one trailer, I've seen it a few times, and it keeps pulling me in a little bit more. So, I mean, I'm kind of game for it. Number 5 on my most anticipated for next year is Creed 3. I mean, Jonathan Major has been killing it as of recently, taking over, popping up in a bunch. Michael B. Jordan killed it. I mean, I love Creed 2 a bit more than Creed because it felt more like a Rocky movie. I'm intrigued to see how they tell the story of not having Rocky anymore. I'm intrigued to see how they portray this. He looks like he's older and he's kind of retired from fighting, and you're gonna have this whole back in the ring to defeat his enemy who was his best friend slash brother type thing. Those stories can usually work really well. And also, I mean, it's Michael B. Jordan's directorial debut, and it looks really good, so I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be fun. I love me some good classic boxing movies. I love me some good sports movies. Like, you know, they can get you motivated, feeling right. Like, I mean, I watched Southpaw not too long ago, and I was sitting there like, and crying. Number 4, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania. I mean, we know this is the birth or the door opening situation for the Kang Dynasty that is going to be the future of Marvel for the next few years, for the next, 2 phases. So, intrigued because I know it's important. I'm slightly hesitant just because the previous Marvel movies from Phase 4 was basura. This trailer and the recent one, it looked good. It looks intense. Kang looks great. Even, you know, he has the whole mask, and I mean, we know he's powerful. If they do Kang right, this can be a hell of a story, a hell of an epic situation, and I'm excited to see it. I mean, David and I were right. We watched Ant-Man 2. We said, look, quantum this, quantum that, quantum. What we at now? Quantumania. Just saying, people, pay attention. I'm not always right, but every now and again, I get one. Number 3, Dune Part 2. I'm excited because the first one was beautifully shot. I love the story. I love the development of the characters, the build up, the way they're setting things up for. I mean, this story gets completely out of hand. I know it gets crazy. It's basically Space Jesus type stuff, and the Messiah. It plays off of that. I mean, Star Wars, and you're probably thinking, well, they're just copying Star Wars. No, ma'am, no, sir, no, people. Star Wars copied Dune. All right. I love Star Wars. I don't say that to start an argument. I say that because I'm intrigued to see how they bring this to life. I know this is the director's baby, so I'm excited to see it come to life. I think everyone has been killing the role so far in the first one. This has the potential to be amazing. I'm just curious, are we going to just get part 2 and then call it, or are we going to go down this rabbit hole? Numero dos. Ha. I was trying to do this and this. Number 2, Mission Impossible Dead Reckoning Part 1. Mission Impossible has steadily gotten better. I mean, I've seen all of them, and they're alright. But then, the number 4 and onward, or 5 and onward, I apologize, I can't remember. But I mean, they went from being, alright, they're entertaining movies, and then it's like, okay, and then they started developing this world and story and the villains. I mean, Fallout, is it Fallout? I think it's Fallout. I hope it is. The one with Henry Cavill. That one has some great scenes, intensity, the story, the way they're pushing things further. And this stupid trailer for Dead Reckoning Part 1 looks absolutely wild. I love the way they did the trailer. I mean, whoever did that trailer knows what the fuck they're doing, right? The way they set it up, the way it feels like this grand event. They done got me. I gotta be honest. They done got me. I'm excited for it. And as far as I know, I think he said that Part 1, Part 2, that's it for Mission Impossible. It's gonna be the last 2. Intrigued, excited, definitely looking forward to it. I think it's gonna be a fun time, enjoyable movie. My number 1, Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse Part 1. They announced it as a Part 1. I don't know if it's still a Part 1. It has everything going for it because the first one is amazing. Plus, the 90s Spider-Man TV show set the standard, the table that they can build off of with the Spider-Verse. I mean, he introduced his clones. It ends with him going with Madame Web to find MJ into this multiverse. It has the foundation it needs from that to build something absolutely beautiful. I know people have been dropping, oh shit, look, the PS4 Spider-Man, the Disney series Ultimate Spider-Man, the 29, not the main big ass looking 2099 Spider-Man. There's another one from, what is it called? The Amazing Spider-Man? The Ultimate Spider-Man? I can't remember. You can see Spider-Man from different games, different shows, different media, and whatnot, right? Different stories. Great. I'm excited to see those because some of those were great, awesome, and fantastic. However, don't you dare, and we all know the 90s series Spider-Man is in here somewhere. They haven't shown him to us because they know that's going to be a big deal on screen when he shows up. And homeboy who voiced him, I don't know if he's still alive, but I hope he is so we can reprise it. Or if he's not, they need to do that technology thing where they can still use his voice. Because we know when he shows up and he's going to show up with MJ and be like, bing, bang, booty, baby, I found her this booty. Like, gang, 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 this is my girl MJ. I found her in this multiverse. What's up? I'm the king now. Like, give us a resolution. Give us the resolve. Answer the damn questions we didn't get because y'all didn't finish that beautiful show and left us children with emotional damage and issues. I'm excited for this movie. I want to hear your thoughts, comments, questions, concerns in the comment section. Is there any movies on here that you agree? Are you just excited for? Are there some that you're still excited for that didn't make the list? Let me know in the comment section. I love hearing from you. But until next time, stay safe, be well, y con mucho amor. Adios.